On Channel 12 News, I called and spoke to Aaron just shortly, a little while ago. Now, if you're a news person and you're listening to people who call stories to you, it's critical to know the difference between an opinion and a fact. If you don't know the difference, then you just shouldn't be in that job, number one. And if you're going to say that, if you don't like the fact, and you want to say it's an opinion, to make a claim, a false claim, a lie, that's what we got here. So Aaron at Channel 12 News and a whole bunch of people at Channel 12 News who I have spoken to and emailed over a period of time about different incredible stories. They choose to ignore every one of them, but they also at the same time, I see this story about Oprah Winfrey play 3 times in less than 20 minutes. Oprah Winfrey. I think she bought interest in Weight Watchers or something. Like, okay, 3 times in less than 20 minutes. And that's what you get to see if you watch Channel 12 News. But the point of it is, I was trying to explain to her about the corruption in this country and how the media is part of it. And especially including Building 7 collapse, the World Trade Center on 9/11 at 5:20. Media reported it, or at least Dan Rather did, CBS, and called it, that looks like controlled demolition, and said it was incredible. Of course, a 49-story building that just comes crashing down with nothing at all hit it. Nothing. And if there were any little fires inside the building, some arsonist said that to be part of the scam. I mean, it's totally absurd. Okay, the building collapsed. 6.5 seconds. Bang! That's what it took. Free fall speed. In order to get free fall speed, you got to cut out the entire bottom simultaneously so there's nothing but air, so it can drop without any resistance. Okay? Because there's going to be resistance, right? So I'm telling her about this case with the mortgage fraud, where this guy, Lanny Brewer, who was chief of the criminal division of the Justice Department, was grilled for an hour on Frontline and quit the very next day. And he kept claiming that they couldn't prove intention of this whole deal, so they couldn't take the case. Yet, the intention was simply the fees that came every single time a bad loan or any transaction. Called a loan, but I don't call it a loan. If you don't expect to get your money returned, it's not a loan, okay? It's like, here's the money. We got trillions here, okay? We'll just give it to you, and every time we slice off another little piece, every few minutes, or probably every few seconds in some cases, we get a fee. I mean, that's the whole point of it. It's not for charity that the government wants everybody to live in a house. That's ridiculous. Yes, we'll destroy this institution because the government wants everybody to live in a house. Sure. Okay. Anyway, she says it's all a conspiracy theory. Well, there's conspiracies, that's for sure. And these are facts and not theories. So you have to know the difference between a fact. Now, if you don't like the fact, you don't like the cover up, and you're in the media, and you're going to get sued, then is that your defense? Rather than say, you know what, we can't win by continuing to do this. So we better reassess the whole deal and do what we're supposed to be doing, reporting fantastic, incredible corruption so that something can be done about it. We don't just mire in it and they're all, hey, it's all a theory. Because Tiddlywink, Dingleberry, Aaron, I talked to a bunch of them. Aaron claims that she doesn't know the difference between a fact and a theory, but that's a lie. I believe that's a lie. I think Aaron's lying. I don't think she's that stupid. She couldn't be that stupid. So there you go. What's left? If she's not that stupid, then it has to be a lie, right? What else could it be? There's nothing else. The whole thing is crazy. But that's where we're at in the United States of America. And the case was dismissed against me today. And for some reason they want me to come back on Friday. I don't know what that's about. And they said, don't go near the church, don't worry. That's the last place I'm going near. Why would I go there at all? Crazy, ridiculous. Okay? How stupid. Like I really want to go near this church now. You know? Yeah. I think that's exactly what I'll tell the judge on Friday. Boy, I have to stay away from the church? Huh? Is that oh my God. Well, why would you even dream of me going anywhere near the church? That just would be the dumbest thing I could imagine doing. Okay? Like, what's going on in this guy's brain? Is he going to actually explain it? Or is he going to make up another lie to cover up whatever kind of crazy idea he had to do what he did? Okay? That's the whole point. It's a church. It's supposed to be the Word of God. Oh, the Word of God. Okay, let's put it this way. Does God do things, just crazy, screwy things? Like, for instance, Noah's boat. A boat. As far as I know. I don't even know. Ark. Okay? The boat lands up on the top of this mountain. So what happened then? Did the people, Noah and the animals just walk down the mountain? Well, how long did it take for the water to go back to the level? What happened to the water anyway? I mean, you're talking about a staggering amount of water. I mean, cubic miles, millions of cubic miles of water. We're talking something unbelievable there, you see. And it comes and then it just goes. How did it just go? Did God suck it back up into the heaven? Or? No, we didn't even address that, you see, because it didn't happen. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. So I guess if you just believe the Bible, the Holy Bible to boot, you see. In other words, God didn't give this story to the Jews to write down in Genesis about Adam and Eve or any of it. Okay? Jesus, you see. But anyway, it's this terrible thing if you should even question it. But don't get it crossed up, because you will. God absolutely, I know, exists. It's not like a belief or a faith. Oh, I have this faith. No, it's not about faith. It's about knowledge. It's about facts. That God gave us brains that we could use, actually, and understand basic facts and deduct reasoning to where it makes sense. And we learn what happened. We don't just read this crazy Torah, crazy as you could be, okay? And come up with just nutty stuff all the time. Of course you can't think. You're trained not to think. That's exactly the only way they could pull this off. Whether it's don't think about the media, don't think about the Holy Bible, or don't think about knowing that God, of course God exists. Of course. That's absurd. There's nothing possible. That all of this happened by sheer accident. It was not created. You know, it's how stupid, how ridiculous and absurd. That's the problem here, okay? It's not even close. It's out, so far out, that there's no debating it, okay? About whether it's a fact or a theory. It's facts. We're dealing with facts here, not with theories. Okay? It's a fact. God exists. You better believe it. And it had nothing to do with this Bible. This holy, okay? That's how they protect the lies. Put holy on it. And that's it. Just like the, what do you call it, disappeared? It just vanished. The most spectacular, the Ark of the Covenant, the most unbelievable thing that the Jews received from God. It just, poof, it just can't be found. Of course not. Because it never existed, okay? You can't find something that never existed. It's that simple. Think about it. Just actually think about it. We'll see where we go.